Hey guys, we're down in the basement. Kind of bear with me. I'm dealing with a cold or something right now. This installation will be for the hammer. It's pretty straightforward. The tools you're going to need are a Phillips screwdriver, preferably magnetic, and a socket. That is, I believe this is 5/16, right? This is actually 3/8. 3/8. You can use a nut driver. I just don't like the nut driver hangs out so far. It kind of like spins on this plastic. So basically what we're doing is there's a bolt here, and I already have this like kind of like backed out because for some reason Stern put like a 2-inch screw through here. It's kind of overkill in my opinion. So we're gonna put this on here, put the screwdriver on the other side, unscrew this, and you know, when it gets loose, make sure you grab, there's a washer there, so make sure you grab the nut and the washer, otherwise the washer's probably going to fall down into the bottom of the cabinet. And then this screw needs to be spun out. The rubber on the hammer is pretty tight, so they make you spin this thing all the way out. And mine's been out 4 or 5 times already, and it's still tight. So once you get about here, you kind of feel it loosen up. That's it. Pull your hammer off. I throw that in the bottom of the cabinet. And then you're going to grab your hammer. So your hammer's going to, your hammer's going to look like this. You have a wire on the bottom and a wire on the top. And we're going to put this through here like so. Well, actually what we're going to do first is we're going to kind of take this wire. And if these wires, I know it's cold out right now where we live. We're in northern Ohio. And when you get yours will be all zip tied nice and neat together, so the wires might be cold. If you take a hairdryer and kind of just warm the wires up and then kind of straighten them out, they'll stay perfectly straight. So what you want to do is kind of like the bottom wire is kind of make a hook. So you're going to feed it. You're going to feed it under the hammer throw thingy, and then back here you can kind of see it needs to go down in. And once like there's no tension on it, you can kind of like feel as you go. So then I'll put the hammer on, kind of gauge where the hole is. Grab my screw again. The nut side goes through here. Kind of like fish around to find the hole. Goes all the way through. You want to make sure that the hammer isn't like this, right? It goes through this way. So the plastic is on top of the screw. Then we're going to take our washer and our nut. We're going to put that washer on. We're going to put that nut on. Grab our screwdriver and our 3/8 socket. If we spin them opposite directions, it'll actually tighten real quicker. Instead of holding one and then spinning, if you turn them in opposite directions, it'll tighten up a lot faster. That's it. And when you start, this is a lock nut washer. It doesn't have to be crazy tight. Just feel for tension on that bolt. So then you'll have this wire. And yours will have like an extended shrinky tube thing that kind of looks like a hook. So it goes down nice and straight. You're going to feed that through the same hole as the hammer mech. Kind of fish around So it kind of goes down in. Kind of spin the wire around. You know, you want to hold the hammer up. It's kind of a pain, not really. Sometimes it can be. There we go. I kind of aim for the front of the hammer, up this way. So then you're also, so then the next thing, your baggie's going to have a zip tie. Should have 2 zip ties. So we're going to just zip tie these wires down. Kind of like so. I'll go this way. No, actually. Everything's a lot more difficult when you're sick. And you can clip that tail off. Now we're going to look on the underside and see what we got going on. Where are we at? Alright, so we have one. Here's the other one. So I would kind of like tug on these wires and see, make sure that the wires aren't interfering with anything. Keep them out of the way. And then in your bag you're going to get one of these splitters. And the connection you're looking for on my game, and I imagine that all the Sterns, all the Metallica Remastered, these black ones, what I noticed was these were all the ultraviolet ones. So we just unhook this and kind of clip this in like so, and then we'll have a two-way splitter that hooks these in, and that's it. I mean, with the other zip tie that's included, you can kind of bunch this up and then zip tie it to the harness so it's out of the way, right? This one doesn't have to go through here. It can go through whichever way you feel comfortable doing it. But that's the gist of it. We're gonna pause the video and power up the game and show you what it looks like. Alright guys, we're back. Hammer's installed. There you can see it's all lit up. It activates off of the UV, so when you are getting ready to strike the hammer, or the UV lights up, the hammer's going to light up off of that. And it also shows the key on the playfield, which is really cool. But that's it. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Thanks for checking out the video. If you guys have any questions, or if you're looking to purchase this, I'll leave a link in the field below. It's also available on Pinside, or just reach out to me via Facebook.